Hey brothers and sisters, and this is the World News Update. IDF security incident on Lebanese border, residents told to stay home for hours. The Israeli military reported an unspecified security incident along the Lebanese border on Tuesday night, ordering residents of the surrounding area to remain in their homes. Restrictions were lifted on Wednesday morning. China claims U.S. biplane entered no-fly zone, calling it a provocative act. A U.S. biplane has reportedly crossed into a no-fly zone in the Pacific on Tuesday and disrupted drills being carried out by China. The act was sharply criticized by Chinese officials, where China's defense ministry stated that an American U-2 aircraft engaged in a purely provocative act by entering a no-fly zone. Mystery submarine spotted in North Korea, satellite images. A new mystery submarine has been spotted in satellite photographs taken of a North Korean shipyard amid recent reports that the Hermit Kingdom has been building a submersible that can launch nukes, according to a report. After Lebanon border fire, Israel threatens forceful response to any attack. Israeli leaders threatened a forceful retaliation Wednesday to any further attacks along the Lebanese border after the military said the Hezbollah terror group fired shots at Israeli troops operating along the frontier the night before. No soldiers were injured in the attack. The Israel Defense Forces retaliated with airstrikes on Hezbollah observation posts along the border, the first such bombing since the 2006 Second Lebanon War. IDF launches airstrikes on Hamas targets in southern Gaza. The IDF launched airstrikes against Hamas targets in the southern Gaza Strip near Khan Yunis in the early hours of Wednesday morning. The attacks, which struck Hamas infrastructure, were in response to the continued launching of incendiary balloons into Israel from the Hamas-controlled coastal enclave. Rabbi claims hurricane threat to U.S. divine retribution for U.S. forcing Israel to abandon sovereignty. A rabbi from Israel is claiming that the timing of these hurricanes threatening the Gulf of Mexico is not a coincidence, as it is transpiring at the same time that Secretary of State Mike Pompeo is traveling around the Middle East and Africa in an effort to arrange a multinational Middle East peace conference to be held in the next few weeks in one of the Arab Gulf states. The rabbi is warning that the storm threat is divine retribution for the U.S. forcing Israel to abandon its sovereignty. The storms come in the wake of the announcement that the Trump administration brokered an agreement to normalize relations between Israel and the United Arab Emirates. China fires missiles into South Sea in warning to USA. China has just fired 2 medium-range missiles into the South China Sea in what is being called a warning to the U.S. as ongoing tensions continue between the two. One of the missiles, which was a DF-26B, was launched from the northwestern province of Shanghai, while the other missile, a DF-21D, was launched from Zhejiang province in the east. Both missiles were fired into the area southeast of Hainan province and the Parcel Islands. Russian vaccine sought by 27 countries. Russia's Deputy Prime Minister Tatiana Golikova announced on Wednesday that 27 countries have expressed an interest to buy its vaccine against the coronavirus, developed by the Gamaleya Research Institute of Epidemiology and Microbiology. Golikova also confirmed that another medicine, which is being manufactured by the Vector State Research Center of Virology and Biotechnology, is expected to complete its clinical trials in September and be registered in late September or early October. 4 U.S. troops injured in clash with Russian forces in Syria. 4 United States soldiers were injured in Syria following clashes with Russian troops, Politico reported on Wednesday, citing a draft military statement and a source familiar with the matter. The U.S. troops have been diagnosed with mild concussion-like symptoms, according to the report, after a Russian military vehicle intentionally attacked a coalition vehicle and unsafely pursued U.S. soldiers. And that's the World News Update for today, brothers and sisters. I hope you have an awesome rest of your day, and God bless.